tahong is not in our jurisdiction since it's freshly
No canned goods.
Yes, canned
so-
goods are more than preservatives.
But then there's a level. There's a preservative, but we analyze the allowable level, which is harmful for humans. We also analyze how long will the product remain fresh, safe, even the packaging, even the can. How long will the tin can migrate to the product? Kailan siya mabubulok? That's part of the computation. That's how we determine the expiry dates of the products.
Have you been confiscating these?
Of course, we have, like, regularly. If there are complaints from the public, if during our routine inspection we found out that there's something wrong with your product, we do confiscate them.
How about the what happened in Cadbury?
In the Cadbury
Cadbury products.
It's in here. Excuse me. In the first place, if you mention one product, it doesn't mean that all the products are not safe. Every manufacturer, every time they manufacture, it has a lot number or a batch number. Okay, so if they manufacture it 1,000,000 times, there's a million batch numbers for each lot. When you say that this lot is not good, it doesn't mean that all the products are bad. Of course, there's a computation, there's an allowable safety. Now, there's a question of where did the product come from? Is it from a legitimate source? Is it from an illegitimate source? As far as BFAD is concerned, we cannot say that once we were able to find one product which is not good, it doesn't necessarily mean that all of them are. It has to go through legal process. Firstly, if there's a news or if there's a message that there's a bad product, what if it comes from an illegitimate source? What if it was just produced by another company which is not recognized by the owner itself? You'll be destroying the whole line of product of the real owner. So it's not that simple, really. As I've said, there's a legal process in that.
Yes, sir.
If we were able to prove that it really came from you, that's why That's why I mentioned to you that there should be a record of every batch lot production in your area of your manufacture of your facility. Then if it's not included in that, then perhaps it came somewhere else. It would be unfair for the real manufacturer to expose his product, to expose the product to the public that it's not good. Of course, it's going to affect his sales, and it's fine with us if we're not concerned. But what if you were concerned? What if you're the legitimate person? What if you're complying with the rules and there's someone who's, because your
Procedures when you test.
it's a long process for you.
Like the
For
basic.
every product, there is a different method being used by BFAD. For every product, for every kind of ingredient, a specific procedure is being followed. For example, if it's just a matter of determining the weight of the product, then it's simply weighing it. If it's simply determining to know it's safe. Firstly, as I've mentioned, aside from the license to operate, wherein the manufacturing process is okay with us, we still test the product. Okay, and from the product itself, once you have a BFAD license to manufacture, your product will also be submitted to BFAD for registration. Once it's registered, there's also a requirement. There will be the BFAD, of course. We have to determine its content. Okay, if your product contains something that is not suitable for human consumption, then it will not be approved.
It's quite
Because again, it has to follow certain standards, which is, can be accessed in the internet.